All it needs is a carburetor adjustment. That's all it needs. My saw, it starts and it bogs and it won't really rev up. So all it needs is a carburetor adjustment. My blower, all it needs is a carburetor adjustment. My hedge trimmer, all it needs is I hear it all the time, guys. I want to talk a little bit about that. So somebody comes in and they say, do you have the carb adjustment tool for my Husqvarna or my steel machine? I need one. Let's take a look at all of, and this is just a sampling. I'm actually short a few tools. These are all the tools that may be necessary to adjust a carburetor, right? What has happened is we're dealing with the EPA here that says these chainsaws need to run this clean, or this blower needs to run this clean. And they don't want you, the consumer, tampering with the carburetor. In fact, it is illegal. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not supposed to sell you these tools. So people come in, they want to buy the tools. Honestly, I can't sell them. I'm not allowed to. There are places online that'll sell them. And what I've noticed is when they pop up and they sell them, like 2 or 3 months later, they're not selling them anymore. I don't know what it is, but tools, hard to get. Tools, I can't sell. But really, do I need these tools? This chainsaw, this old Husqvarna 61 Rancher, what a testament to Husqvarna's quality. This is like 35, 40 years old now. It's got some age to it. Guy comes in, just needs a little carb tune. And this was back in the day when you didn't need special tools and you could just use a flathead screwdriver. And so it just needs an adjustment. We never just jump into adjusting a saw or adjusting a carburetor at Carl's. We want to see what else is going on. So we're going to check air filter. We're going to check fuel filter. We're going to check fuel line. We're going to check intake gasket. We're going to check crankshaft seals. We're going to check impulse hose. We're going to check spark plug. We're going to check all of these things before we get into adjusting a carb. Well, why would you do that? That's a lot of time, because what I can do with this tool or any one of these tools is potentially hide a problem, right? So when I start adjusting a carb, I'm changing the air fuel mix. So I'm adding more fuel to the air, right? So that it richens it up. Well, if I need to richen something up, a lot of times that can mean that after the carburetor, all of those settings, it's getting air that it wasn't supposed to get. A seal is bad. A gasket is bad. Right? And now it's sucking air and it's running lean and you've hidden the problem. And what'll happen is you'll roast your tool, right? Boom, dead. Like, well, why did it die? It was running great. Well, you hid the problem. So I want to talk to specifically be careful with your carburetor adjustments. There is a time, there is a place. I'm not going to say you should never adjust a carburetor, but I'm going to say be careful. If you grab this tool and you try to adjust this saw out, you might end up killing the saw. So what we found is this didn't just need a carburetor adjustment. The fuel line was bad. It was sucking air in the fuel line. So it was just not getting enough fuel. We could have probably adjusted it out, but it would have hidden the problem. So new fuel line, then make sure everything's adjusted good. It's rocking. If you're in the market to adjust your carburetor, first, know it's going to be fun to get these. Second, know that it may not be the solution to your problem. For more tips and tricks, check out Carl's Mower and Saw.